How's it going, everybody? I got a couple things that need to get done today, and the first thing is I want to test something, and I want to try my hand at breeding a new crop there. But somebody told me that the reason why I could not put mushrooms on was because I did not have 4. And I don't remember that being the case, but we're going to try it. Doesn't matter. Got 4, still won't go on. So, debunk that one. Now, actually, you know what? Let's put this back on here. And we'll put a carrot on there. And the other one, I know doesn't work, but I'm going to show it anyways. Supposedly, you can hydrate your crops with these, with a water bucket. Now, I know that there's hydration cells for a reason. And this doesn't do a daggone thing. It doesn't empty the bucket, doesn't raise the hydration level. You have to have a hydration cell to do this. So, I don't know who it was that left that comment, but I call bunk on you, buddy. Alright, so that's going to do its thing and crossbreed, hopefully. And let's go ahead and take this off. I can handle losing a carrot. And let's go ahead, put that there, and put one of these on here. That should give me pretty good stats. It's not going to be anything great, but it'll give me pretty good stats and a pretty good chance for variety on this, which it looks like that's going to be wheat. But I don't have a scanner. I don't think Gregtech has a scanner in here yet. And I don't have a crop analyzer from IC2 to be able to scan it either. Crop analyzer isn't too hard to do, but I need a circuit and I need insulated cables and redstone. Alright, next thing on the list is I got my vanadium done. Got 7 vanadium plates. And so I'm going to make, let me guess, I can't do it with the stone hammer. Goose. Oh, it takes the wrench, and I just broke my daggone wrench. Daggone it. I had a witch get in my room here and kick my butt. That's what this nice little blue thing is all about. And the first thing I could grab a hold of was my stupid old wrench, which is now laying here in scrap. Well, I guess that means what I was planning on doing next is actually going to be, well, next. And that is, I'm going to make up some iron. Now, there has been a change in the most recent one, and I didn't see anything when I was doing my change log video, my update video. But now that I'm in here looking, this definitely looks different. Because last time, it had like half things. It was like 8 or something like that. And now it says 5 banded iron dust, 2 dark ash, and 1 calcite. Or 10 banded iron, 2 carbon, and 2 small piles of calcite. Same thing there. And then this is back to the other one. And that's supposed to give me 2 iron. And I have just enough dark ash to do this. So that's what I'm going to do. And this should be enough right there to do one thing of iron. So we're going to try that out. And I'm going to start with 3. Hopefully not burn myself down like I normally do. There we go. And if this comes out right, it'll be 2, 4, 6 things of iron. And that's exactly what I need for an iron wrench. So that's what I'm going to do. By the way, updated stacks on stacks. Now my ingots look better. I actually have bronze that looks like bronze. I can make me a wrench out of that, but just about everything is going to take bronze here in the beginning. So I want to save that for now, at least until I find a decent copper vein, because right now the copper vein I have is, that malachite, and it's pretty crap for getting copper out of. So this is what we're going to do. Do I have any... Doesn't look like I have any more crushed coal of any kind in here. So after this 5 I have burns out, I might actually have to go to charcoal, which I do have some here that I just got cooked up. And I'm hoping that I get enough dark ash out of this, because I don't believe I have any more, and I don't. Okay, that's the calcite, the limestone that turns into calcite at 1000. So we're halfway approximately to what we need, because I want to get to 1800, because that'll be raw iron, and that is much better durability than regular iron. So now we get to 1200, and it should drop because everything should mix together into iron. But then there should be no melt to it, because iron doesn't melt till 1800. But it may be one of those things where it doesn't actually drop until it gets to 1800. And see, this says combination 1811. So even though the banded iron will go at 12, it isn't going to be liquid until 18. So actually, let's just put one of these in this time, just to be safe. And that next one will give me one more dark ash. I need 2 if I'm going to do banded. Magnetite, and that's carbon. I need 7 and 3 to get 3. Okay, it has mixed, and it is regular iron right now. You can see it's still that grayish color, but I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to throw the next bunch of stuff in here. and get it done. As I don't like getting wrought iron too much. It gets dangerous in this first one. And I want to try to get all these done at one time, so. And there should be enough room for me to get all these in there. But I'm going to let this one go ahead and do its thing and drop down to iron, combine, and then I'll drop the next set in. And I don't like using charcoal in here because you don't get dark ash out, but I'm probably going to have to do so. I need to go get me a coal vein. Do I actually have any? That's magnetite. Yeah, I don't have any coal right now, but I need to get some harvested so I don't have to use charcoal. Alright, come on, that should be enough right there to get you to do your thing and drop. And this daggone slime outside, I just went out and killed one before I started and about drove me nuts. And as soon as I come back in, there's another one out there. Bad thing about living in the swamp. Gotta deal with the slimes. Okay, that one just switched over, but it hasn't gotten to the melting point yet. So let's go ahead and drop these in. Now it's getting awful close to the top, which is where I don't want it. Because if it gets too dense, it won't cook. But I don't think I'm up there quite high enough for it to stop cooking. And we're still over 1,000. So this one should get it to where it combines. And I'll probably have to put in at least one more to get it to the liquid state. And if the one more gets it to the liquid state and it doesn't turn to wrought iron, I'll just go ahead and use iron, because I'm not pushing it. Dark ash is too much of a pain in the butt to get a hold of this early on. That's why I choose to do all my lead and copper and stuff like that in here when I could do it in the furnace, is because this way I get more dark ash, and the dark ash is more valuable right now than just about anything. So, because my next major project is going to be after I get this made and I get me a plate mold made of vanadium, which I got to get more vanadium. Right now I only got 3. And I need 5, so I need 2 more, is to make a thermostat so I can tell what the heat is of my crucible. But I gotta do steel before I get to that point, and I like to do at least 12 steel at a time. So it's gonna take a buttload of dark ash to get that. So after this video is over, I'm going to go out and hunt me down a coal vein and knock me some of that out. Early on here, I'll probably use lignite coal more than I will regular coal if I have to actually get it out of a coal vein. Okay, now it dropped down, so everything combined. Now we're just waiting on it to liquefy, and then we'll pull our plates out. But because I can't double my ores, I'm gonna use the lignite up. Lignite's pretty useless, but it's good and safe for doing like this because it doesn't burn as long. So the one problem I have with coal is it burns for such a good amount of time. Daggone it. For such a good amount of time that sometimes it burns too long. And what really kind of stinks about it is you can put a block in front of it, which is turning off the furnace, but it doesn't smolder it out until that burn process is over. So it'll only keep the next one from lighting. It will not turn off the one that's actually currently in there. Alright, come on, you stupid thing. Give me my iron. I need to make me a better wrench. That way I can actually pick this thing up if and when I want to. But this one's a lot safer to use when you're doing things that it can handle. The other one's better if you're doing large projects, but if you're doing small projects and you're doing temperatures that are going to get close to the crucible melting point, this is a great way to do it. Alright, just to make sure this thing ain't lying to me. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. There's something actually in there, which means that we are definitely at that 15. No, not you. You. I knew it was probably gonna boil me alive, but I just wanted to get something in there to lower that heat down, because that worried the hell out of me, that being in there. It's just steam from it coming off there that killed me, but I'd rather it kill me than me lose all that iron I got in there. And see, it's really hot because that took a while to cool down right there. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, and it still hurt. I'll try to get as much out of this as I can, just in case it goes down in flames on me. And I don't want to grab that crucible unless I put, or my grave, unless I put something over top of this. Give me a piece of this. Let's go ahead and do that. Pop my grave out of there. Okay, it is off, so I don't have to worry about it burning up anymore. Now I just got to worry about it cooling off too quickly. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ouch. That was still too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Eat something. Alright. That one was good. And that's 5. And that's number 6. So apparently that recipe was off just a little bit on what I was going to get. So I'll have to check that and see what's left in here. But I can't do that until I let it cool off, because if I don't let it cool off, it's gonna kill me again. Alright, there's my wrench. Level 2, good durability. So now I can make my better crucible. And this one will go to 27 instead of 25, so it'll give me 200 extra K. And it's pretty, it's black. I like it, I approve. Alright, well, that's about it. I got my crucible made, I tested my crops. I want to come out and look at this one and see what I actually got, if it's wheat like I'm expecting it to be. Because there is a hops as well, but the chances on the first crossbreed of you actually getting a crossbreed is pretty slim. And hops will look somewhat like this when it in its first stage. So yeah, that's definitely wheat. So that's what we got. I'm going to end here, let that crucible cool, get the stuff that's in it out of it, and see what exactly it was that was goofed up a bit, that it called for too much of. I'm actually guessing that it's going to be the dark iron, or the dark ash, because if I remember correctly, it shouldn't take quite so much dark ash. But I could be wrong. But anyways, that's it. Have a good one. I'll let you know what I figure out next time. For anybody that watches the HQM stuff with Junior, he's half-assed back with his computer. When we upgraded his computer, it wasn't allowing his old Windows to boot, so we had to put a new Windows on it, and he lost his Windows disk. And my computer didn't come with one. My computer I actually bought instead of building myself. And so if I gave him mine, it would just be a full recovery to my system. And that probably wouldn't solve the problem, because the problem was he didn't have the right hard drive drivers, hard drive controller drivers. And so we borrowed a disk, which we thought was Windows 8.1 64-bit, and come to find out, Windows, for some stupid reason, still put out a 32-bit Windows 8, and that's what we ended up borrowing. So now we have to get a 64-bit for him to be able to do most of the mod packs that we play. But amazingly, he can play ME, so that one should come out tomorrow, and that's probably going to be what's out the rest of the week until we can find another Windows 8.1 64-bit to use to upgrade his from 32 to 64. But that won't take nearly as long once we actually find one we can use to get it done. So if anybody wonders, that's what's going on. And thanks for being patient and sticking with us. We're not gonna ever really abandon a series unless some catastrophe hits, like what we had with ME3, where FTB just knocked all of my stuff off when they upgraded, or they moved to Curse, or whatever you want to call whatever FTB did there. Vintage Craft has updated. We're going to be trying it out again soon to see what the new updates in it are. But that's what's going on. Take it easy.